Lights on. Hey Happy Planners, it's Lila with LB Novelties, and I'm super excited to show you this really fun DIY 3D shadow box light that I created using some of my favorite Happy Planner stickers. I think this is such a fun project to make, and it'll be fun to display on any surface in your home. But I can't wait for you guys to see how easy and fun it is to make. So make sure you keep watching the video and get inspired to create a really fun DIY project for your own home during the holiday season. So I'm going to go through all the items you'll be needing to create this shadow box. I purchased this wood framed box at Michael's, and this is from the company Art Minds. This you can find in their woodcraft section, but any sort of box that has some depth to it will work to create this. It could be a cardboard box, a photo box, whichever. I just chose this one because of the look of it. You'll also be needing some mini lights, LED lights, and I like these. These ones I got them at Joann, and let me just show you what they look like. So they light up. So we'll be using this to decorate the back of our box to light it up at night. You'll also be needing an X-Acto knife to trim out the design, some tape runner, a glue gun, and of course our favorite holiday stickers from the Happy Planner. I have here the classic size Christmas Joy. I also have the seasonal winter, and then just the basic seasonal sticker book, and Happy Year. Any of the holiday stickers that you can find in your collection will work perfectly fine for this. You'll see how we put it together. I also have some cardstock here. So I have 2 sheets of chipboard. This is called chipboard cardstock. It's really thick. So you just want a thick type of material to be able to hold the design. And then I also purchased some white cardstock, which will be taped down to this chipboard, and then we'll add our stickers to this. So let's get to it and designing it and putting it all together to make it really fun for the holidays. So I've laid out a cutting board to protect my tabletop surface, since I will be using a X-Acto knife to cut out any details. Another thing I went ahead and did was pre-drill a hole in my box. So I just went ahead and drilled a small hole right here in my box, and this way I can string in the LED lights through that hole and then lay them out how I want and leave the battery box towards the back. First step is to actually bring out our chipboard. This chipboard actually fits the size of the box this way, but it does come out this way. So I'm just going to measure it and then cut off the excess, and then I'll show you the next step. But basically this will be the first layer. We'll trim out all the excess. You want to kind of create a window effect, and then after that will be another layer with additional stickers, and then another layer. So we're creating a 3-dimensional effect of layering stickers, and then also the lights will be in the back. So let me get this measured out and see where I actually have to trim it. So I'm just going to flip this over. I'm going to remove this sticker too while I'm at it. So I'm going to make sure to line this up properly and then just trim the excess off. Okay, so I have my paper slicer out, and I am just going to line up the mark that I have. And this Fiskars paper slicer is great because it has that metallic thread there, so it helps you see where you're actually going to cut. So once it's all lined up, all you have to do is slice it. And it does slice through a chipboard, so that's great. So it's a really great paper slicer. Before we continue, I want to make sure that you do save this extra chipboard, because we will be using some of this to kind of create one of our layers. And also some of these will be strips, and I'll show you how a little bit further in the video of how we're going to use these to create an L shape, kind of like a bracket to hold up our layers. So you'll see that whole process, but just make sure you save this excess piece. So our chipboard is sliced to size, and this will be the top layer of the box. Now, when we lay the stickers, if we lay them here, they really wouldn't pop as much as if we were to lay them on a white backdrop. So now I'm going to cut this cardstock to size and tape it down to this, and have this as kind of our backdrop where we lay out our stickers for the design. So let me just get a pencil to mark down where we need to slice this paper. Flip this over and just mark again where we're going to slice it. And then it's also going to be sliced with the paper slicer. So I'm just going to bring out the paper slicer and slice that and cut it to size. Right, so this is sliced. Make sure you save your excess because we'll need that for later. Put this to the side. I'm going to show you that this will lay on top of this. And then we're just going to use our tape runner to tape it down. Once that's taped down, it's going to be our top layer of our photo box, like that. And we are actually going to cut out in here, like I said, a window so you can see through. But let me tape this down and then we can actually start laying out some stickers. Okay, so I'm going to tape down, there's a textured side on this cardstock and then just a simple smooth side. I want the smooth side showing up so I can lay my stickers and it looks flat. So I'm going to tape down the textured side to adhere to the actual chipboard. I'm going to just use my tape runner. And tape runners are really good to quickly tape down any project. This one's from Elmer, but they have several brands available. And then I always just do a little X in the middle. And then take your time to line this up because this is permanent tape. So I just want to make sure it's lined up on the edge before I actually start taping it down. All right. All right, so we have our first layer ready to go, and I have my sticker books here. You want to create the first layer first before you do any of the other layers. Do you have an idea of what kind of landscape and theme you want to do using your stickers? But you want to create the first layer first, and that way once you cut out the window, you can see the next layer, how high it has to be, because you have to be able to create a three-dimensional effect. If you happen to do your next layers without seeing this one and it's too low, then it's not going to work. So you want to do this first, and then from there we can actually measure out where we need to do the other layers in height measurements. So I love this winter sticker book. They came out with 4 different seasons this past release. They have fall, winter, spring, and summer. So it's really great for any of you that love the seasons like I do. And I really love these leaves. And then I also love these snowflakes. So my vision was to create the snowflakes on the top and then also use some of the pine trees in the bottom to create kind of a winter wonderland theme. And then in the Christmas Joy, they have such cute little stickers in here. Let me just show you. I really love this one with Santa on the, it looks like it's a llama. And then I love the nutcracker, so I might use some of these for my backdrop. But for now, let's start with the first layer. So this will go from this end to this end, the whole scene, and then we'll just cut out our window with the X-Acto knife. So this is the fun part, using our stickers to create really fun crafts. That's what I love about the Happy Planner stickers. They don't just have to be intended for your planner. You can use them anywhere. They really are beautiful stickers. And I think it's great to be able to just see where it takes you and have fun with it. So I'm just going to start laying these out and having fun with it. And that's all you have to do, is just have fun with it and lay it out. Once we've laid out our design, then we'll use our X-Acto knife to cut out the excess. But for now, I really am loving this.
I can tell you what Christmas is all about. Chestnuts roasting, Jack Frost nipping at your nose. So I'm offering this simple phrase. Although it's been said many times, many ways, Merry Christmas to you. Chestnuts roasting, Jack Frost nipping at your nose. So I'm offering this simple phrase. Although it's been said many times, many ways, Merry Christmas.
I love how this turned out. It is so beautiful. I love that foil. Isn't that so pretty? And then if you wanted to, if this is something you could do maybe in the future also, is you can actually frame this. This would be something really beautiful to hang up, and maybe if you're really great at hand lettering, you can write out your family's name, and this could be a really cute frame to have for the holidays with your family. So it's really easy to use these stickers to create something really beautiful and fun, but I love how this turned out. And now I'm going to use my X-Acto knife to trim out all this excess white because I want to be able to see through into the shadow box. And I'll be using the actual outline of the clear sticker. So the design is here, but this sticker actually extends out to here. So I'll be using that as my outline and guideline to trim with the X-Acto knife. So just take your time because this is thick, and it'll take some time to do this, but it'll be worth it once you're actually done with it. All right, so since I already cut a little bit here with my X-Acto knife, I'm just going in with my scissors to kind of cut off this excess that I don't need. And the scissors actually cut really well with the chipboard. The X-Acto knife, it's a little bit more time consuming. So I would say start out with the X-Acto knife just to get a really clean start, and then you can go ahead and start using your scissors to start cutting out the detail. But see, you can actually see through into the design. So start out with your X-Acto knife and then just bring out your scissors. If you feel more comfortable with your X-Acto knife, then use your X-Acto knife. All right, one quick tip, since we didn't put tape all around, if you see that this edge is lifting, all you have to do is bring out your tape runner and tuck it in under there and then just press and it's all stuck. So no need to worry about it peeling up, but it's just on certain spots. Okay, so our first layer is done and I'm so in love with how it looks. I'm so excited to get this completed. So I'm gonna show you what it's gonna look like once we actually place it down. So that's gonna be your shadow box inside. Isn't that so cool? So now we're gonna start creating our layers inside. So I'm gonna add 2 more layers of kind of like a design onto this. Once we have our layers situated, before I tape them down and everything, I'll fix the lights and then we'll start adhering all our layers to create the shadow box. But this is so cool. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to see it all together. I forgot to tell you, just for reference, this box that I'm using right now is 12 inches by 8 inches. So it's a 12 by 8 inch wood box again. And I'm using 12 by 12 cardstock. So in case you do decide to make this craft, just quick reference. Just to the side and bring out my extra sheet of cardstock that I bought, that white one. And again, we're just gonna measure everything out to see that it fits and do the same process of taping this down, and then we're gonna lay down the stickers that we want to create. So let me get this sliced and taped down, and then I'll show you my next series design for the next layer.
Although it's been said many times, many ways, Merry Christmas to you.
All right, so I have the second layer cut out and ready to go. And I'm going to show you. So this is going to be the first layer you see, and then the next layer will be the next design. So what I'm going to do, just so I have a reference, I'm going to bring out my pencil and lightly outline just a little bit where the trees are here, because you don't want to lay your stickers down in the bottom and not be able to see it. So this way I know where to actually add my stickers, and you can just go back and erase this afterwards. So it's just like a little reference for me to know where the first layer is, and I can actually start adding stickers on this top portion and it can still be seen. So that's the outline of the first layer. Now I know to add my stickers above this line and not below, because if I add stickers below, you won't be able to see them. You want to add them above the actual outline. So now again, we're going to bring out some other fun stickers.
I can tell you what Christmas is all about.
Although it's been said many times, many ways, Merry Christmas.
So I'm going to cut them out, and if I feel like I need to add maybe a few more stickers, I'll add it, but for now that looks really good. So let me just put these sticker books aside again and bring out the scissors and start cutting out where the outline is for the girls to create, again, that three-dimensional effect. Now again, we're not cutting this portion out, we're just cutting out the top portion, the outline part of it. to create that second layer effect that lets you look into the actual light box. Okay, so my second layer is done, and then I'm just showing you what it's going to look like. But when we actually adhere it, it's not going to be this close. It's going to be further back, so it's going to give it a real three-dimensional effect and look really cool. So now I'm going to go ahead and erase my pencil line, and then this layer will be set and ready to go, and then we'll start on our third layer. Before we continue, I forgot to mention that this actually goes in a couple of inches inside. So this is in about a little less than half an inch in. So we just need to trim out that amount for this second layer because this is going inside. So see how it doesn't fit? So we're going to trim out the amount that we need to. So what I'm going to do is just line this up like this, like so. And then that way I can paper slice that part, and then it'll slide in, and we'll create those L brackets like I mentioned, and then this will be like that. So that's going to be creating that three-dimensional effect.
So I'm offering this simple phrase.
Alright, so I have my extra chipboard here, and I'm going to use this as a point of reference, this second layer, of where I need to actually trim. Since the inside of the layers are a little bit shorter than the ones outside, so that's where it's going to be. And then I want to have Santa kind of in this area, so I'll probably have him sitting right here. And that's where I'm going to trim my excess. And then we have extra chipboard for any other elements that we need to use for our project. So I just want to see what this is going to look like. Okay. And I'm going to put Santa on this spot right here because you'll see him. So I'll keep that here for reference. And now we got to cut the white cardstock to size. Same process as like the first two layers as cutting your cardstock to size, taping it down, and then we have it ready to go for our stickers. Okay, so my third layer is set and ready for me to go ahead and add my next scene. So I'm going to lay this down. And like I did like the last time, we're just going to outline the second layer onto the third layer, so that way I know where to place my stickers. Okay. Put this over here. And I want to use that Santa, and I think he's in this Christmas joy, the size that I want. And then for sure we want to add the snowman. The snowman's too cute not to be in the scene. So I'm thinking I'm going to add him over here. Just trying to see. Like that. Okay. And then there's my Santa that I love so much. So I want this one. This way. And he's just going to be over here on the sidelines. Okay, and then we're going to add some more of these cute little llamas to create a scene with the trees as well.
Chestnut roasting.
Okay, so we have our 3 layers done and ready to be actually adhere to our box. So that's our layers like that. Looks really cool. I'm going to get the box out, and I'm going to show you again how this is going to look. Now if you wanted to, we can tape, or I'm sorry, glue down that one and then have this come out like this, and that would be a really fun little scene. You can make it look like that, and then just add the twinkling lights towards the top of that. So that could be one way to do it. If you wanted to, you could actually put this one a little bit towards the front, bring this guy a little bit more towards the front, and then just leave the twinkling lights out there. Okay, so now we're doing the construction of the L brackets for the layers. And what I went ahead and did is measure out the depth of my box. My box is about 1.5 inches in depth. So what I'm doing is creating brackets that are 1/2 inch in width. And basically what that means is it's going to only project out 1/2 inch. So it gives me 1/2 inch for this layer, and then there'll be another 1/2 inch for the next layer. And then I also went ahead and left a full inch right here for this piece to glue down to the layer, so it's giving it enough support. So you're going to have a total of 1.5 inches that you'll be cutting out of your chipboard, and then you'll be just folding where the 1/2 inch line is to create an L bracket. So again, 1/2 inch will be adhered to your box, and then a full inch will be adhered to your layer. So I'm creating 4 brackets for each layer just to give it enough support. So I have them all here, and I'm going to go ahead and do the same for my second layer, and then I'll show you how I glue these down. All right, so I have all my pieces sliced, and I just went ahead and made a marking where the 1/2 inch would be. And then I'm just going to use my ruler to help me kind of fold over this section, and then press on it firmly, and that way you create a little L bracket. So then I'm going to glue all these down, and then this portion, the 1/2 inch, will glue to the box. So I'm just going to keep doing that and getting all my L brackets ready to be glued onto my layers that I created. Okay, so now I have my glue gun out and ready, and I glued this first piece down. So what I want you guys to make sure is when you're doing your L brackets that you do it with the 1/2 inch always facing out. So you don't want to do it you know, backwards. You want to make sure that your full inch is on this side with the 1/2 inch coming out this way, and same vice versa with your 1/2 inch coming out this way, and not that you do the inch here. The full inch always has to go on the layer, 1/2 inch always goes out towards the box. So I already glued this first one down. So all you have to do is put some glue towards the back of this the inch section. And I'll put some on the top and the bottom. So I'm doing a top and bottom L bracket to give it full support to hold my layer up in my box. And it's really super easy. Just requires a little figuring out the measurements, especially for the box you use. And what I'm doing is just leaving 1/2 inch distance between each layer. If you want to do that, you can do that, or just figure out how much you want to leave in regards to distance between each layer. Okay, so it's all completed in regards to the L brackets. My layers are ready and set in regards to construction of them. Now I'm going to work on adding the twinkle lights to the box. I will leave out my back layer, which would be my 3rd layer, just to see where I'm actually going to add the twinkle lights, because the twinkle lights will only be visible in this section. So the other ones I will put to the side so they are not in the way, and bring out my twinkle lights. So this I found at Joann's, and I got it with the coupon, but you could get these at any location. I've seen them at the Dollar Tree, Target, doesn't matter where you actually get them. But what I love about them is they just add a really fun element to any decorative design that you're making, any decor. And they come in this really thin metallic wiring, so it allows you to kind of maneuver the lighting where you want it to be. Okay, so I have all the lighting threaded through, and I have some clear tape here. So I'm just going to use a couple of pieces of clear tape to hold down this wiring. So I'm just going to put that down there so I can kind of start arranging it. Okay, so all my lights are taped down. I'm going to show you. So it's going to look like that. And then I'm going to show you how it's going to get covered up. So I didn't take the lights all the way down here because my 3rd layer, which is my back layer, would actually cover up the lights. So I only kept the lights. All you're going to do is place glue on the portion right here. So I just added some glue, and I'm going to make sure I'm all the way in. I'm going to take this all the way in, try to, okay, and then press on the wood. We're just pressing on the wood. Okay, it's all the way towards the back. And then again, you're just going to add glue on these. Once it's lined up, then you can press down on the bracket. Again, you can use a pencil to press down on the bracket to make sure it actually adheres. So I'm just pressing down with the pencil. And then just add a little bit of glue all along the edge. You get glue all over it so that this top layer stays in place. Now carefully, I'm gonna just move this along. We're gonna line this up. Okay. And just press down on your box and top layer. Hey guys, so the construction of the front part is done, and I wanted to show you real quickly something I just thought of right now. Is for the actual battery box, I just went ahead and taped down the wiring, and for this, so I can actually change out the batteries but not have it be, you know, flipping around and flimsy. I have some Velcro dots, so what I'm going to do is actually adhere some Velcro dots to the battery box, and this way, actually I'm going to do this. I'm going to do 4, so since it's a pretty heavy box, I'm going to do 4 Velcro dots, and you could get these at any local craft store. But this way I can remove the battery box from the back without it being permanently adhered to the wood box. But I'm going to try it out first, and then I'll let you down. So then you just press down, and then you need to remove this. Oh, perfect, it did stay. So now your wood box, excuse me, your battery box is actually ready to go. Just make sure I click that in, and then it stays like that. Super easy. Just use some Velcro dots, and then your box is not in the way, but you can still change out the batteries. And then your box is all set up in construction. So then it has a switch right here, and you could leave it on at night, and I think it's just so beautiful and cool. Happy planners, I really hope you enjoyed seeing how I put this together and get inspired to create one for your own home during this holiday season. I am so in love with it, and every time I look at it, I just can't help but stare at it and feel my heart get so excited for the holiday season. Even though I know Chance is going to end up taking this to his room, he's going to love it and want to display it in his room. It's all okay. It's a really fun project to create for your home, for your kids, whatever you want to do with it. And get inspired to use the sticker books. These sticker books are so awesome, and I love them so much. Like I said, they're not just for the planners. You can get so creative with them, and you can find them at any of your local craft stores or the Happy Planner website. And for more inspiration in holiday decorations and planning, make sure to check out the Happy Planner website. And happy holidays!